Okay guys, so now I'm back with part 2. So actually I'm going to show you guys how my pork chops and my water for my noodles is boiling. Let me show you guys really quick. I just want to take you guys over so you guys can kind of see what your girl got going on here. Hold on, let me just kind of... Alright guys, so as you can see, these are my pork chops. So this is how they look. They should be boiling nice and sturdy, just like so. I just added another pork chops in there because the oil is nice and hot enough, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to cover it back, put the top back on it. And you want your fire about a good, like 3, like 2.5, 3. You don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. And these are my noodles that I'm actually cooking, as you guys can see. This is how the noodles actually look, if I could get a good angle for the lighting. So that's that. I just stirred the noodles actually, so that's that. All of that is already cooking. So now I'm just gonna prop you guys back up like so, and I'm actually gonna show you guys what my asparagus is gonna look like once I get ready to cook that. So let me just turn you guys straight. Okay, so, all right, so here we are. So now what we're doing is we're gonna rinse. Hold on, let me just prop you guys back over. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually rinse off the asparagus. I'm gonna take a knife and I'm gonna open the asparagus up, as you guys can see. Be careful when you do this too, people, because you can't cut yourself. These little knives do be sharp. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just gonna wash off the asparagus. Kind of just want to wash it, you know, as is inside the bag. You can do it, or you can take it out, either or. I just prefer to wash it inside the bag, so it's not so you know, the asparagus don't get everywhere. Because once I dump it in the pot, I just want to do that part once I do. All right. So now I'm just kind of gonna take you guys back over. You guys can see. All right. So now I already put my water on also for my asparagus. I normally like to let my water boil a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just gonna dump it in there because the water's gonna actually heat up once I close the top on it. So I turn the fire up a little bit. So normally I don't really eat a whole bag of asparagus, but you gotta understand something about asparagus. It does shrink and it does, you know, cook down, as I should say. So it's okay. So this is the asparagus once again that I use, and that's that. So now I'm gonna go back in, start stirring my noodles again, because now my noodles is actually, if you guys can see, my noodles are actually you know, that's how they look. That's how the noodles look. Whatever. So I'm actually stirring them just to get that, you know, consistency going with it. Ooh, I'm about to put the top on. Clumsy me. See, I told you I was clumsy. Alright, so what we doing now, let me take that off. Okay, so what we doing now is we actually are laying down the asparagus inside the pot. Let me just show you guys really quickly. So now what we're doing is we're kind of just laying the asparagus down in the pot. Sorry guys, you know I'm clumsy, but I got it. So that's how my asparagus look. You see my pork chops cooking, and you also can see my noodles. Let me just prop you guys back up like so. Like I said, you know your girl a little clumsy. Pay that no mind. Pay that no mind. Alright, so that's that. So now, as you guys can see, I got all 3 of my pieces of my meal. I'm putting together. And that's just that one that. So, I'll show you guys once the pork chops is actually done, once the macaroni and cheese is done, and once the asparagus is done. I'll be back with part 3. I hope you guys are enjoying this cooking vlog so far. And like I said, once again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, then what are you doing? Don't watch my videos and not subscribe. Period, poo. So it's like, no, I'm just playing. I'm not like that. But yeah, guys, no, seriously. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It's more than $49.30. It don't cost you anything, and I want you guys to subscribe to when I upload a new video. You can hit that notification bell every time I upload a new video. So if you like this cooking tutorial, subscribe, baby. If you're not subscribed, then what you doing? Period. Okay. Okay, guys, so now I'm back with part number 3. Now I kind of turned up my fire a little bit so my pork chops could cook a little faster. I actually had the heat on a little too low, so they was kind of cooking a lot slower. But I actually put 3 pork chops. I have 1 left. So now what I'm also going to do, I'm going to show you guys how I put the packet of cheese into the noodles, and also how I use the milk too, because I use 2% milk. You can use 1%, that's what it says on the package. But baby, ain't nobody got time for all that. I'm not doing all that. So what you want to do is you want to get you a spoon, or a big spoon, small spoon. It doesn't really matter as long as it's a spoon. I really don't have a preference because this is a small pot anyway. So I just kind of want to drain that water out a little bit. So I have nothing in the sink. Wash my hands. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to take your packet of cheese like so, and then you want to start to tilt this down a little bit so you guys see what I got going on. So now what you want to do is you want to take your packet of white cheddar cheese. Oh, these are actually white cheddar cheese shells. So if anybody curious to know like what kind of noodles that I use, like I said, they 365 range. Get them at Whole Foods. I forgot how much they was, but I know for a fact they wasn't that much. So now that I put my my cheese powder into the noodles, now I'm going to take my milk. I'm using the 2% milk, as you guys can see, and I'm going to start to pour it in. I don't really, this part I didn't really measure because I know for a fact I don't need that much, but you know, just enough to kind of coat it. So now what you want to do is you want to stir it. Stir your cheese real good, and take your time with it. You know, just stir it real good. You don't want it too like watery, but then again you don't want it to, you know, too thick either. Don't want it too watery, and you don't want it too thick. You want it kind of like just right, and like kind of like right in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that on a low heat. If you guys can see, let me just tilt you guys over. I'm gonna put this on a low heat because it's already done. So I'm just putting it like on 2. Then I'm covering the top, putting the top back on that. Then I'm actually gonna show you guys my pork chops once again. Now for these, actually these are taking a little longer because I had the fire a little too low. Normally when you put your heat up, you know, you can do that, but you know, don't put it up too high and don't put it up too low. So now I'm just gonna show you guys what I got going on with this. So this part right here, as you can see, my pork chops are still cooking. They starting to brown a little something like so. I just want to flip them over, but you want to be careful because you don't want to burn your damn stuff. I know me, I'm clumsy, so I know for a fact I would end up doing that silly stuff. So this is this one. Oh, kind of just want to flip it over and just let them cook. Now that the fire is a little higher, it's gonna, now that the fire is actually higher, it's gonna actually cook a little better. Sorry guys, I had to scoot down, so I still want you to see my face. But as you can see, the pork chops are cooking. The asparagus, I just put that on, and my noodles, I'm actually gonna stir these again. I'm gonna wash off my fork. So I just dip the fork into the to the pork chops. So now we're gonna tilt the camera over so you guys can kind of see, you know, what I got going on here. Hold on. I just want to like stand you guys back up a little bit. Yeah, kind of just maybe bring you back a little bit so you can see what I got going on. Okay, yeah, that's even a little bit better, actually. Okay, so I kind of just want to prop you guys up. So now I'm just gonna stir my macaroni like so. If you guys can see that, and you see how I'm stirring it, I'm stirring the pot. So I'm gonna do a little taste test. I want you guys to see me do this too, so you kind of see what I got going on. So I'm doing a little taste test. Gotta blow it. Them noodles is on point. I use just enough milk, and I left a little bit of water in the pan. You could do that. Leave a little water in the pan, because that's perfectly fine. That's kind of what you want. Leave a little water, but put more milk than water. Okay. So let me kind of just bring this back up a little bit, so you guys can see what I got, what I'm doing. Okay. Kind of just want to prop you guys up. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the noodles. So the noodles are done. Actually, I'm allowing my pork chops to cook a little longer. I'm gonna just finish cooking the pork chops, finish cooking the asparagus, and then I'll be back with the final presentation of the meal. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this cooking vlog, and I'll catch you in part 4. Bye.